Hey, what's up? It's your girl Nique, and you're tuned in to Nique at Night. And tonight we're going to be talking about how Nicki Minaj has confirmed the sex of her baby, and Cardi B is now admitting to taking Offset back. But I mean, who believes he really ever left? I mean, if you did and you believe that, wait, never mind. There's actually people who really believe that he ever left, so I take that back. Let's carry on. Anyway, so let's start with Nicki Minaj. So, Nicki Minaj posted up a post where she confirmed that she had a baby boy. And while she was confirming that she had a baby boy, she was also showing a couple of celebs that looked like they may have sent her gifts in a card and congratulated her into motherhood. Some of the celebrities, it includes, I guess, Beyonce, Kim and Kanye, somebody named Ricardo, Winnie Harlow, Carol, and many more. She said in the caption of that post, "Thank you to Queen B, Kim and Ye, Ricardo, Winnie, Carol, and everyone who sent well wishes during this time. It meant the world to me. I am so grateful and in love with my son, madly in love, my favorite little boy in the whole wide world." So all of the Barbs went crazy. They're like, "Oh my God, she had a boy, yada, 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 yada." And they were excited for her. Now, moving on to the next story, which is Cardi B. Now, as you guys know, Cardi B recently had a birthday party where Offset showed up, brought her a Rolls Royce, and at the party and after the party, she was turning up with Offset, grinding on him, humping on him on the floor, and all kind of stuff like that. And it looked like she had definitely took him back. And after a lot of people were wondering if she took him back or not, she decided to get on live and admit to the publicity. I mean, not the publicity stunt. She got on live and she admitted to taking him back, and she gave the reason why she took him back. While she's talking on live, she's kind of looking to her friend that's to the side of her to pretty much lead her through what to say. And it sounds like she's reciting comments that she read in the blogs. Honestly, that's just kind of what it sounds like to me. But this is her talking about why she took Offset back.
It's hard. It's hard not to talk to your best friend. You know what I'm saying? It's really hard not to talk to your best friend, and it's really hard to have no dick. And then it's just like, I don't know.
Just admit that you're the crazy one. You just need to admit it. You're crazy and you're bipolar.
I'm not bipolar.
Mm-hmm.
I know I'm not bipolar because I took a test.
But I think you're bipolar.
I don't know if I'm bipolar. No, I know. Literally, I'm not bipolar because I took a test, so I know that I'm bipolar. It's just like, I don't know. I'm just a crazy bitch. But you know what I'm saying? Like, and then people just trying to tell, people been saying that I took him back like I'm materialistic. I do like material things. I like material things and everything, but I just didn't take it. What do y'all want me to do? The nigga give me a Rolls Royce and I snuff him? Like, no. And I really wanted something for my birthday, really.
And truth be told, the car was been there. The car was being purchased.
It was?
Yes.
I know. Oh, yeah, because this one. This his new associate. This is new fucking associate.
I'm the best piece. No, bitch, I got cursed out too.
I don't know. Yeah, everybody got cursed out. Everybody got cursed out.
All I was, you got me. Yo, you ever got cursed out?
I don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't know. I'm really.
You're crazy.
We're just really typical two folks, two young motherfuckers. Got married early. That's what we are. That's what we are. We're not no different than y'all fucking dysfunctional ass relationships. We are the same way. We're just more publicly, and I'm more
really
retarded.
Nice,
huh?
He's really nice. I think it'd be you sometimes.
Who friend are you? Are you my friend or are you his friend?
I'm your friend, but I gotta tell you, bitch, the last time you told me when I was wrong. I went to jail.
I don't know, I'm just a crazy bitch. Hey, you're a crazy bitch, but you bumped up.
Okay, so as you can see, that is her explaining why she took her man back. And me personally, I don't knock anybody for getting back with their significant other and working towards their marriage. However, when it comes to Cardi B, nothing about it seems genuine in my eyes. It feels like everything is a stunt and everything is a publicity stunt. And that's just what I feel about it. Like, just like how she's talking about it, it just doesn't sound genuine. It sounds like she's repeating stuff that she heard people say in the comments. And granted, it could be true that they're just typical, everyday run-of-the-mill relationship that has problems, because after all, she is a regular person. She's just a person with status. And I tell y'all that all the time. However, when she talking about it, she's looking to her friend to kind of lead her on what to say. And it just, like I said, to me, in my opinion, it sounds like she's just repeating what people have said in the comments, and then that way y'all would just be like, yeah, see, I told y'all that. I just be thinking it'd be full of shit, just to me. But that's no knock to her getting with her man. If that's what it is, then that's what it is. If she wants to work on her marriage, then by all means work on your marriage, because we all have dealt with somebody that, we dealt with longer than we should. The only thing I hate, though, is when people use her having a child by him as an excuse. You having a child by somebody is not an excuse to be emotionally manipulated and abused and cheated on. And that is not an excuse, because if you are in a depressed state, if you are unhappy, that is not good for the sake of the child. So when people try to say, well, she has to because of the kid, I think that's a crock of BS. And I really wish people would stop saying that. You need to work on your marriage because you genuinely want to work on it for the betterment of your family, but not at the expense of your well-being and happiness. No, because you want to do it because you feel like that's what's good, but not because, just because I have a child. No. I don't know if that makes sense, but one of my subscribers had a lot of opinions about this in one of my call-ins. So I'm going to let KK speak again and, express how he felt about the party and her getting back together with him and all of that. KK?
What's going on, Nique, baby? How you doing?
Hey, what's up?
So I call bull BS on the whole thing. Yes, I believe it's a publicity stunt. I always believed it was a publicity stunt with her and Offset, and I feel like they're just continuing that narrative to promote whatever she has coming out or whatever he has coming out to keep themselves in the public. You know what they say? All publicity is good publicity. They should have been playing, instead of playing WAP, they should have been playing Do Anything for Clout. Because that's what I personally feel.
Offset was trying to get clout?
I feel like Offset, yeah, of course Offset trying to get clout. Like, who's checking for Offset like that these days? He has to stay relevant. Like, you're only as good as your last publicity stunt. You're only as good as your last controversy. That's what really propelled Cardi in the first place. She was always controversial. Her entire career has always been something. She even have something going on with this, or she done drugged and and then she done, did that, and now she trying to fight Nicki, and then she over here got fight stripper. Her whole entire platform, even when she was on Love and Hip Hop, has always been built on controversy. So it's like, if this is what people, it keeps us tuned in, and for human beings, a lot of us are one track minded when it comes to entertainment. What's only popping is what's popping at that time. Mm-hmm. You got to stay popping, and you got to stay doing things to elevate yourself and keep yourself, going in the industry, keep that momentum going. And they don't matter. They lie to us all the time. This whole Hollywood is built on smoke and mirrors. We all know that. They always lie just to do whatever it takes to keep themselves relevant. And right now, I personally feel like this was all, that whole breaking up, the makeup was a whole publicity stunt, just like when she was in Philly and she said she was just getting engaged at Powerhouse, and it came out that she was already married. Just like she said she wasn't pregnant when, who was that came out? One of those girls came out.
That came out and they were asking her, was she pregnant? And she kept lying, and she was cursing people out.
Mm-hmm.
Pregnant, and they was making rumors about her, and then it came out like a month later that she was like a few months pregnant.
So that's what I'm saying. Like Cardi B is kind of like a known liar. And I don't know why anybody takes her credibility because at the end of the day, she's going to do whatever she's told to do to keep that money coming in. And she's a hustler. She started off as a hustler. She had to provide for herself at a young age because she wanted to be fresh and grown and run out there in the streets. Because I don't believe she had such a hard knock life because there's plenty of people growing up with one parent in the household and she had two parents.
Mm-hmm.
So when she chose to hit the street life and do grown activities because she didn't want to pay attention at home, then she had to grow up fast and she had to learn how to hustle. And right now, I feel like she's doing what she has to do to hustle this industry to maintain what she has. But I don't really look at her like a real, to me, she's not my type of artist. I'm not going to say she's not a great artist. She's just not my type of artist. I grew up with the Whitneys, I grew up with people who had, poise and elegance about themselves and actually truly loved what they did. They just didn't do it for a dollar. And I feel like everything she does at this point is for money. Is not for the love of the arts, the love of being talented and really wanting to have integrity in what you do. I feel like we're just in the era now where it's all about money. Everybody's microwavable. They
Somebody
want
in
it
the
quick.
comments said, "Why are y'all so mad at her life? Do you feel like what you're saying is you being mad at her life?"
No, I mean, she getting money. I'm not mad at her for living her life. I just feel like when you're okay, Cardi B, let's keep it real. Because the other day you had a live, right? So
Mm-hmm.
on your live, it was pertaining to, I think, the Cardi B, something else pertaining to her anyway. But nevertheless, the live you had the other day, there were a lot of young girls calling, and I think one said they were 13. And
Yeah,
then I
the
think like
live
another one
about
called in.
it was about her going off on her fans and cursing out her
Yes.
fans. Yeah.
Exactly. When I heard those little 13-year-old girls calling in saying how they were affected by her cursing out other fans, to me, that's when I said, okay, let's stop the BS and try to make it seem like she doesn't have any type of influence and she should not be held to a certain standard when she knows the type of people who follow her. She has a lot of those Barty gang members, as we now know, are a bunch of little girls, a bunch of little impressionable girls. And your number one song, I'm not mad at her because it ain't even her. She's a whole, puppet. She ain't the puppet master. There's strings that are industry people who are making her put out this type of music and making her do right. Cardi already admits she doesn't write her music. So we know she ain't engineering nothing. She is just the puppet on the stage with strings making her perform. So I'm not mad at her for getting the money. I'm just mad at her for not taking a stance on how she acts when she's not entertaining. When you are on live, when you are doing, conversational pieces, try to at least watch what you say and do because you have young generations looking up to you and you're going to perpetuate that narrative in their life and make them that way. And they're not going to grow up and be rich and famous like you. I'm
Yeah.
really starting to think she a little high
What do you
functional.
think about Meg at her birthday party?
I think that everybody politicking. I feel like I'm not going to say that they don't have a good relationship, but I think this is a industry relationship. This is business at the end of the day. I don't really think a lot of them care for her if you really was to ask me, because I also seen the what's those other two girls, the city girls, they were there
Yeah.
too.
Yeah,
So, and
that's
they
on the
was
screen right now.
allegedly having an issue
JT
with
and
them.
Meg. And Tommy was there, JT,
Hmm.
City Girls.
So I
Yeah.
feel like it's all politicking. This is an industry, even though it's her birthday party, this is still an industry party. So everybody, networking and trying to see who going to do the next feature together to try to propel their platforms because it's business at the end of the day. But I also want to get a little messy, a little bit, just
Ooh,
a tad
okay.
bit.
Go
All
ahead.
right, so there's other bloggers and stuff, and I'm glad you touched on that too, because there's a lot of bloggers out here that be saying they not in her pocket, that they really support, just genuinely support her, but yet they never feel compelled to post anything negative about her, like the story you just covered the other day. And I really think it's kind of funny how none of them was at her birthday party.
Ooh.
Oop.
Ooh. So okay.
So, in my opinion, are y'all really out here? Because what bothers me the most is that it's not the white bloggers, it's the black bloggers who feel the need to try to put her up on this pedestal, even above their own black artists. That'll be the first black artist criticizing Meg, They'll be criticizing Nicki. They'll be criticizing every other female rapper who has the same complexion as them. But when this particular Cardi B has an issue or does something that you know you're supposed to be Miss High and Body, you hold everybody accountable. You're just so real. You're real, real, real. But yet you could not cover that topic about her cursing out that little girl on that Twitter. And
You
look
said
how
that
much
folks,
with all that you did for
you said
her,
the folks wasn't at the party.
no, with all that butt licking they did for her, she didn't even probably send them an invite. But yet y'all quick to say, well, I spoke to Cardi in the DMs and she said this and she said that. Like she can't tell y'all what she wants, like she doesn't lie. Like she has a reputation of being factual with her statements. Well, Cardi said this. I spoke to her in the DMs, and that's as far as she take you, the DM,
Ooh.
because you did not get an invite.
Well, what if they didn't want to go because of health reasons?
If they didn't want to go because of health reasons, I feel as though they would have publicly know those type of people. Those type of people who we're preferring to, we don't need names because they know who they are. They would have definitely made that public that they were invited to the party. I personally believe they would because they literally build their platforms off of their relationships with these celebrities. They feel like that can propel their platforms bigger because by saying and mentioning that they know her, they feel like more people, her fans, are going to come over and subscribe to them because they know her. So they would have been quick to say, "Oh yeah, here's the invite from Cardi B." Exactly. All of that. But they were not there. And certain people, I know they wouldn't have cared about the health reasons because they were already just down. They were already at clubbing and partying and all of that. Two of them specifically, which is all clubbing and partying with another artist. Okay? And if you was around all those people, baby, I know if Cardi B of all people would have invited you to a party, you would have been there front stage and center with your whole phone like, hey, look at me and Cardi. Exactly. Clout chasing.
You came to slay today, huh?
I'm just saying, like, I'm just saying, because you are real. And the one thing I can say about you, Nique, and people try to come for you, but they really can't because you really truly are unbiased. Like you give everybody the same energy, and that is real. And it's hard to find that on here because people can be bored. A lot of these people can be bored, and it's so hard to find a real blogger who really stands on her 10 toes down and say, well, look, if you did this, I'm gonna call you out. If you did that, I'm gonna call, even if I like you, I'm still gonna call out your good and I'm gonna call out your bad. And I think that's what being a real commentator and being a real, like a journalist is supposed to do.
Okay, so I just wanted to add that little snippet in there. KK was a whole kiki, okay? KK with the kiki. But that was basically his thoughts on the matter, and I thought I'd share it again in this video. To see the full live of that is my live where I talked about Hennessy resurfaced tweets and K Michelle wanting out and Cardi B's party, like the Sunday call-in. So you can go to my videos if you want to see the full video. But let me tell you, KK was, like I said, a whole kiki. Anyways, wrapping up the video, what do you think about Nicki Minaj having a boy? Do you think that suits her personality? I've seen a lot of the people saying that they wish that she was going to have a girl. They felt like a girl suited her. I think at the age that she is now, whatever she had is a blessing because at that age, it is highly complicated. Like a lot of the surgeries are not surgeries. A lot of the pregnancies are very high risk. So whatever she had, be it boy or girl, is a blessing. And that's that on that. What do you guys think about Cardi B admitting that she is now back with Offset? And again, yes, in regular life, we do go back and forth with our mates, and that is something regular. And it could very well not be a publicity stunt, but just the way that it was set out, like, she files for divorce, then a month later she has strategically, this whole thing. I don't know. It's just, to me, it just seems a little bit publicity publicity-esque. Like, you know, I'm going to have them talking here and then I'm going to have them talking again when I take them back. Like, you know, I feel like these people in these industries, they strategically plan certain things. And when she's talking, in my opinion, it don't sound genuine to me. But to her fans, a lot of her fans feel like she's being genuine. She's being so real. She's being real with everybody. And she's just like us. And she has relationship problems just like us. And, you know, to each his own, to whatever you believe. You know, that's just that on that. All right, guys, that's all for this video. Stay tuned for more celebrity news and gossip. But in order to do that, make sure to hit that subscribe button, the like button, and the notification bell so that you won't miss out on any other videos. And make sure to visit my website. All right, peace.